Testing, testing. I hear myself now. All right, that sounds good to me. Let's get this show on the road. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to San Bruno Park on this beautiful Sunday summer evening here in San Bruno. I am your announcer, Dion. It looks like it's going to be the playoff-bound San Francisco Seagulls playing host to the Sacramento Heat in what is going to be the final game involving these two franchises in this four-game set. I know that yesterday the Seagulls took both ends of the doubleheader and in essence punched their ticket to the playoffs. I know that I had kind of a deal after Friday night's game with one of the Seagull players, I don't recall who, but he and I made this deal that should the Seagulls sweep Saturday's doubleheader, then I will wear my customized San Francisco Seagulls jersey to Sunday night's game. And I figure a deal's a deal. I'm wearing my nice customized Seagulls jersey with number 53 on the back. How's my Dion moniker as well as digits 5-3. Well, anyway, the Seagulls entering tonight's game are 24-14 in Golden State Collegiate Baseball League. They are 24-16 overall. The Seagulls have won 5 in a row. They have claimed 9 out of their last 10 contests. While in contrast, the Sacramento Heat are 10-29 in league, 12-29 in the overall category. The Heat have lost 4 straight. They have dropped 7 out of their last 10 games. Sacramento is playing with house money for the rest of the campaign, but they are hoping to knock the Seagulls down to 4th place in one of their encounters, either tonight or during their twin bill at Whitney High School of Rockland on Tuesday. The Heat have only 3 games left on their docket, 1 tonight and 2 on Tuesday, all versus the Seagulls. Anyway, other games involving GSCBL on this summer Sunday. The Yuba Sutter Gold Sox played the California Bees in Marysville today at 1. The Reno Rams played host to Top Speed Baseball. That game kicked off, that twin bill rather, kicked off earlier today at 2. It was from North Tahoe Park. Well, the Medford Rogues play host to the South Bay Storm from Medford, Oregon. That game kicks off tonight at 6:30. Anyway, this game kicks off tonight at 6:05. Anyway, it's interesting to note that when I was commuting from my homestead to San Bruno Park today, I encountered some treacherous terrain. In other words, there was some major congestion on the Golden Gate Bridge as well as on San Francisco city streets, and furthermore, there was a delay on the BART system due to track construction, but even so, I left my house at 1:20 today. That way, I can be prepared for such a reality. That way, I'm not here late, because after all, I was still able to get here at 4 o'clock, or 4:30 really, but just after 4:30 per se. But anyway, glad to be here at the ballpark tonight. This is going to be one 9-inning game between the Seagulls and the Heat. That's right, so the Seagulls looking to cool off the Heat tonight. Of course, it is pretty warm here at the ballpark, but then that's easy for me to say because I'm wearing my black Seagulls jersey, my black turtleneck, as well as my black Calvin Klein sweatpants, and of course I got pink leggings underneath my sweatpants, and I got my pink t-shirt underneath my turtleneck as well as my jersey. So I'm prepared for what lies ahead later tonight when it gets to be a chilly chill type of element, or elements, you know what I'm saying, really. And just so you know, the San Francisco Seagulls are 10-0 when I do coverage for them via BayAreaSports.tv in 2019. So there's kind of a trend there, so hopefully it continues tonight. Anyway, here comes San Francisco taking the diamond. Looks like the starting catcher is number 22, Timmy Fishvote. Starting pitcher, number 43, Jesse Palafox. Jesse Palafox is going to get the starting nod to pitch for San Francisco. He is a local lad from San Bruno. He just completed a senior season at Bemidji State. So Palafox lives here in the city limits of San Bruno. So he is a local kid. I'm happy to watch him pitch tonight. It is a thrill. Anyway, there are 2 umpires officiating tonight's game. Coincidentally, they are the same 2 umpires who officiated Sunday's twin bill. There is a field judge as well as Seagulls, a man behind the dish. Looks like there's a younger guy out there officiating on the field and an older gentleman officiating behind the dish, calling strikes and balls. Anyway, it looks like in just a moment, leading off for the Sacramento Heat will be first baseman Troy Shields, number 21. So as foretold by Hawk Harrelson, sit back, relax, and strap it down. Or as foretold by Vin Scully, it's time for Seagull baseball. Jesse Palafox, who is more than likely going to be in his final year with the San Francisco Seagulls since he just completed his senior year. That's his final year of eligibility at the college level. I mean, there's going to be that final warm-up toss from Palafox. So anyway, it's going to be a 1-9-inning affair tonight. Now, yesterday, the Seagulls swept 2 from the Seagulls in that doubleheader, and in essence locked up a playoff seed, while on Friday, the Seagulls wiped out the Heat, 12-zip in 7 innings. Anyway, here comes Troy Shields. So the Heat hoping for a different outcome tonight as opposed to Friday and Saturday. Of course, I guess on any given Sunday, any team can win. Because maybe I should have asked Mr. Banks, our director and cameraman, to play a modified version of that number by Carrie Underwood. You know, that song she does for Sunday Night Football. You know, you get the idea. Sunday Night Baseball. Yeah, I think we can swing that. So I think Ms. Underwood will be demanding money that none of us could really pay her, really, just to be funny. Palafox gets a sign from Tammy Fishvote. He deals it. Strike called outside corner, and that's how I start this one. 0-1 on the Sacramento first baseman. The motion by Palafox. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2. Another pitch right on that outside corner. Shields behind. No balls, 2 strikes. Palafox kicks and deals. Way low and outside. 1-2. Of course, this game started at 6:05. Kind of does me somewhat of a favor. That way I have better odds of catching a northbound train, that being Caltrain, from the San Bruno Depot. Comes the motion by Palafox. He deals it upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Shields. So the Sacramento Heat, despite them playing for pride for the rest of the year, looking to knock San Francisco down to 4th place. The motion by Palafox, the 2-2, trips his back, roots, grounds it slowly short, shortstop has to charge, throws, gets him, 1 away. A 6-3 putout is how we commence tonight's contest. Matt Smith, the center fielder, stepping in now for Sacramento, 1 away. Of course, even so, I will definitely be able to catch a train back to the city, whether Caltrain or BART, following tonight's game. It'll just, the only thing I don't know is when. The motion by Palafox, the pitch fouled off to the right, out of play, strike 1. I can tell there was a rather large birthday party amidst all the picnic tables as I entered the facility tonight. It was rather fascinating and fabulous to see these birthday parties. I think there was actually 1 or 2 of them. So 1 strike on Smith. The motion by Palafox. He deals it. Strike 2 swinging. Took hack at a high one and missed it. 0-2. So we're just getting tonight's contest off the ground. 1 away. Bases unoccupied for Sacramento. Here's the motion by Palafox. Here's the 0-2. Reach phone grounded right to third base. It'll be routine. Throw across the diamond by Dirk Ryan. He nails him. 2 away. Here's Kevin Fitzgerald in the box now for the Sacramento Heat. When I think about Sacramento, I think about an NBA franchise that is in the same neck of the woods, Sacramento. Of course, I think there are 3 families that I used to go to church with who have since relocated to Sacramento. We're still in touch via email, but they are now Sacramento Kings fans, and we take interest in the other person's favorite NBA team. The pitch, outside. And of course, they're fully in the know that I'm a Golden State Warriors fan, and they acknowledge that in those emails, and I acknowledge the fact that they're Kings fans. 1-0 to Kevin Fitzgerald is outside 2-0. Of course, I remember it's like when the Warriors captured the NBA crown in 2017 and 2018, they said, congrats to the Warriors, and I sent an email back to them saying, hey, maybe the Kings will have a breakout season pretty soon. 2-0, strike 1 swinging, 2-1. So I told them, hey, the Golden State Warriors won the NBA title. Maybe sometime in the not so distant future, it'll be the Sacramento Kings' turn. 2-1 pitch from Palafox to Fitzgerald. It is outside, 3-1. I will say that, I have a gut feeling that even though the Sacramento Kings are underdogs, they are going to break out and be a top-notch contender sometime sooner, if not later. 3-1 from Palafox. Reach for a lifted foul to left, so it's now a full count. And I can't believe it's like the Sacramento Kings have gotten some pretty high-priced picks in the college draft. I know that, I think it was just, not this year, but last year, where the Kings got the second overall pick. I forgot who they picked up in the college draft, but I'm sure this dude is probably going to be maybe the face of the franchise pretty soon. Palafox shakes up one after another. And now, okay, this is taking its time. Dude, okay, now here's the motion at long last. The payoff, ball four. Taking the one inside, so walk to Fitzgerald. Still 2 down. Here comes the cleanup man, Evan Nelson. Evan Nelson comes into bat now for Sacramento. The Heat looking to break their 4-game losing skid. I know the Heat have also lost 7 out of their last 10 contests. So it's Fitzgerald on first, still 2 away. Nelson coming up for the Heat. They'll see if the Seagulls can cool off the Heat tonight. Palafox deals in the dirt, so it's 1-0 on the Sacramento cleanup man. So, alright, so Nelson is defensively in right field for Sacramento. I know the Seagulls play the Bees right here tomorrow night. Stretch, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. He couldn't help but take a hack at that one. It's kind of a casual hack by Nelson, but he shot a blank. 1-1. Until that just behind me to my right, they have decided to fire up the barbecue grill and put the heat to the meat. 1-1 pitch to Nelson. It is up, then the strike 2 called. 1-2. So Nelson behind in the count. Well, we'll say, I guess, my compliments to the barbecue crew. I salute you for providing the prototypical first-class service and the prototypical ballpark grub. Palafox ready. He throws first. He is safe. It's pretty toasty here tonight, but then again, that's easy for me to say. I'm wearing layers, so I'm actually coming out prepared for Candlestick Park type of elements later in the evening. Stretched by Palafox. 1-2. Outside. Now it's an even count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fitzgerald, the runner on first. He may attempt him to steal here. He does not go. The pitch is chopped high to second base. Going to be have to concentrate. Flip first in plenty of time, and that will do it for Sacramento. After half an inning, Heat 0, Seagulls coming up. The starting pitcher for Sacramento in tonight's contest, right-handed hurler Ryan Tipton, number 2. Starting catcher, number 36, Brendan Yon. Anyway, this gentleman informs me of some scores around the slate tonight. I know this gentleman to my right who gave me the scoop on a few games from the circuit. The Yuba Sutter Gold Sox were upset by the California Bees 10-5 in Marysville tonight. Well, in game 1 of the twin bill between Reno and Top Speed. Reno went on to trounce Top Speed 11-zip. And, of course, the game between Medford and the Storm has yet to get underway. And I know last this gentleman checked, the Speedos are leading the Rams 4-1 in the 5th inning. Anyway, bottom of the first, no score. Seagulls coming up. Shane Wallace, who is defensively in center field, stepping in for the Gulls. Tipton wheels and deals, ticking just a tad upstairs, 1-0. Lamono strikes on Wallace. The Seagulls and the Rams, the Heat, my mistake, are scoreless at the moment. The motion, the pitch. Switch on the ground. This can be fair. Just past third base, down the line. Wallace is definitely going to have at least a double. The relay from left is going to be well off the bullseye. A leadoff daily double for Shane Wallace. On a 1-0 pitch, Wallace spanked that one down the third base line, and it was a two-baser. Cole Gabrielson in the box now, still no outs. Wallace in scoring position. A base hit can theoretically score him. Of course, last Friday, the Seagulls walloped the Heat 12-zip in 7 innings. Tipton into a stretch, he deals it, swinging fouls. No balls, 1 strike on Gabrielson. Cole is defensively the left fielder for San Francisco. 1 strike on Cole. Kai Moody on deck. Yeah, I guess they wanted to wait for Moody to get out of the way so he could fetch that ball that was fouled off just a moment ago. And now the game can go on. Tipton ready. Here comes the 0-1. Upstairs, 1-1. As I said, the California Bees went on to upset Yuba Sutter tonight. That's amazing. Yeah, 10-5 from Marysville. My goodness, the Bees are making a decent account of themselves. Stretch. Check on second. The 1-1. Swinger trips his bat, grounds it down to shortstop. It's going to be scooped. He has to hurry. Oh, he struggles well, throws quick first. He still nails him. Stopping it on third is Wallace. Man, there's kind of some hesitation. I bet Kevin Fitzgerald, the shortstop, would have been pretty embarrassed had Gabrielson been safe. A juggle, but he still took care of him. 1 out, Kai Moody comes up with Wallace 90 feet away. All right, so 1 out. Kai Moody comes up now for San Francisco with looking for at least a sacrifice fly. 1 out, Moody, the right-handed batter, who's defensively at shortstop for San Francisco. All right, so there's Ryan Tipton facing a small Seagull threat here. 0-0 tie so far. The pitch to Moody, it is downstairs, 1-0. So like I said earlier today from North Tahoe Park, the Rams went on to defeat the Speedos in Game 1, 11-0. The 1-0 pitch, swing ground ball, that's going to be in the hole to short. He stops that release. He has a quick release first. He is not going to get him. Moody safe on first with a 1 out infield single as Wallace comes into the promised land. 1-0 San Francisco.
Now batting number 3.
Felix Abaret, the cleanup man, was the all-time famous rock and roll hook, the Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. I love it. Moody with a large lead off first. He does not go to the pitch. Outside corner play called strike. Abaret is the designated hitter for San Francisco. So that is to say, when the Seagulls were on defense, Felix does nothing more than pray for his teammates. 1 strike on Felix. Tipton ready. Here's toward first. He is close. He's safe. Good eye from the field judge to declare Moody safe. Here's Tipton. He's into a stretch. He deals the 0-1. There goes one of the pitches high. Throw to second base. It's going to be him plenty of time. He's nailed. I guess the only issue is Moody had a bad jump off first. My goodness, he's got to be more aggressive sprinting towards second, because that's the main factor to him being nailed. believe the latest pitch was a ball. The 1-1 pitch to Felix. It is downstairs. 2-1. 2 outs. Bases empty for San Francisco, but they did hit the scoreboard first in this frame. Comes the 2-1. Strike 2. Right straight down the middle of that time. 2-2. Jared Bannister is the on-deck batter. He'll bat if Felix gets on here. Comes tipped in. He's ready. 2-2 offering. Swinging a rip to left. That's down the line, but foul. Still 2-2 on Felix. Felix wears the 3 on his uniform. Yeah, 3 as in KCRA television from Sacramento. I sometimes watch KCRA news on YouTube. Here comes the 2-2 to Felix. It is outside 3-2. Of course, I remember there was a time when Kevin Johnson, the former NBA star, was once the mayor of Sacramento. He could have made playing for the Sacramento Kings his calling when he was then an NBA player. Here's the 3-2 to Felix. Strike 3 swinging wild. I've never seen Kevin Johnson dunk. As a matter but yeah, I actually have. So the Heat keep the damage to a minimum after 1. It is 1-0 Seagulls. We're in the second inning here at San Bruno Park. In case you just tuned in, the Seagulls lead Sacramento 1-0. Connor Lane to lead off. He will be followed by Brendan Yan and Dean Perez. 5, 6, and 7 facing right-handed pitcher Jesse Palafox. So like I said, the Seagulls are in a virtual tie with Yuba for 3rd place. So should the Seagulls take care of the Heat tonight, San Francisco pulls into sole possession of 3rd place. Of course, I know that the Yuba Sutter Gold Sox have a twin bill against the South Bay Storm in Milpitas on Tuesday at 1 p.m. While the Seagulls play the Bees tomorrow at 6:35. Comes the motion by Palafox pitch. Whip to left, or center field. First pitch, he's under it, that being center fielder Wallace. He's going to make the play for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 away. Here comes Brendan Yan to the box, who is defensively the catcher. We'll say that the Seagulls also play the Sacramento Heat at Whitney High School of Rockland this coming Tuesday at 11. That is a doubleheader between the Heat and the Gulls. Of course, on Tuesday, I will be at the office. I will not be present to do coverage of that twin bill. Of course, I will be back tomorrow night when San Francisco plays the Bees. Brendan Yan in the box. The motion and pitch to Brendan Yan. It is inside. He tried to backdoor him and couldn't. 1-0. What's interesting to know, I think, wasn't there this horror movie from the 1960s called The Bees? Here it is. Strike called 1-1. I heard it through the grapevine. There was this horror movie from the 1950s or 1960s called The Bees. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure. Here comes the 1-1. It is foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Strike 2. And now it's Yan behind 1-2. It's supposed to be kind of like a spoof or adaptation of the Alfred Hitchcock movie The Birds. That was back in the 1960s. Kind of the same setting, except they use bees, like killer bees. 1-2, low and away, 2-2. So I guess the Bees definitely came out stinging and buzzing against Yuba earlier this afternoon. So I guess the Bees are going to make a decent account of themselves late in the year. Here's Palafox. He deals the 2-2 to Jan. Fouled off, so it's still a 2-2 count on the Sacramento catcher. Dean Perez is on deck. Of course, I know I brought my own pre-game grub to the yard today, and after this game is wrapped, I intend to obtain some post-game grub, which is tentatively going to be a cheeseburger garnished with lettuce and tomato, as well as a Dr. Pepper to wash it down. The motion by Palafox 2-2 to Jan fouled off, so Jan's staying alive for now. Alright, so like I said, Seagulls undefeated and untied, and games have been covered for them on Bay Area Sports TV in 2019. Hopefully the trend continues tonight. Only time will tell. 2-2 once again from Palafox to Jan. Ooh, just missed. That was a good pitch, but not quite in there. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out as the Bees I can't think about tomorrow's opponent, sorry. The Heat. 3-2 payoff. Flipped onto third, and it's through just past the reach of the third baseman, Dirk Ryan. So 1 out single for Jan. He just jogs into first base. Dean Perez coming up as the potential go-ahead run. Dean Perez, who is defensively at second base. Well, I gotta say, Dean Perez, maybe at the end of the year, he'll make the Golden State Collegiate Baseball League rendition of the Dean's List. Dude, this guy ought to be on the All-Star ballot. Are you with me? I suppose you are. 1 on, still 1 away. Dean Perez looking to generate some swagger for Sacramento, despite them being in a 4-game losing skid. Palafox delivers a check swing foul. I kind of backed off, but somehow bat met ball, so it's no balls, 1 strike. So it's Seagull infield looking to turn a pair here. Of course, the game's still early, 1-0 Seagulls. That's right, fear the Gulls is the Seagulls team rally cry and motto. 1 strike offering, it is strike 2. That's on the heart of that 12-inch plate. No balls, 2 strikes on Perez. Dean Perez looking to give himself at least some consideration for being on the All-Star ballot. He is behind 0-2. Palafox ready. The 2-strike pitch. Strike 3 call. Well, I guess Dean Perez gets to go right to the head of the class. 2 down for Sacramento. Here comes Sam Booth, who's up with Brendan Jan, the runner on first base. Sam Booth, who shares no relation with the founder of the Salvation Army. Booth looking to generate a 2-out rally for the Heat here in the second. Heat trailed by 1 here. Ample time to reply. Stretched by Palafox. Here comes the offering to Booth. Trap foul, yes. Strike 1, yeah. Play it again, Sam, as foretold in that movie Casablanca. Dude, I can't believe it. It's like my parents have seen Casablanca at least 1,256 times. I haven't seen that movie at all. Honest. Stretch. The 1-strike pitch to Sam Booth. And there goes Jan. The pitch, strike to a swing and throw to second base. It's going to be a reason for Sacramento fans to open their mouths wide and not make a sound. After 1.5, it is Seagulls ahead, 1-0. Bottom of the second inning coming up in just a moment as his final warm-up toss by Ryan Tipton. Leading off for San Francisco is going to be the man who provided the dagger in Game 1 of yesterday's twin bill, Jared Bannister. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Seagulls. Of course, like I said earlier in the show, Reno Rams defeated Top Speed Baseball 11-0 in Game 1 of their twin bill. I will say, knowing the way Stan Svitala is, I bet you he made himself sound like the baseball rendition of John Gruden alias Jumper Cables towards his troops following that game. The motion by Tipton, the pitch, strike. 0-1. And I will say, yeah, Stan Svitala, because when I think about Jumper Cables, John Gruden, well, I'll tell you more in just a little bit. The motion by Tipton, the 0-1 to Bannister, it's inside. Almost nicked him. 1-1. Yeah, of course, John Gruden is the coach for the Silver and Black franchise. The Raiders have been to the playoffs once in the last 15 years, so the Raiders in NFL purgatory right now. 1-1. Swing hammered to center field. My goodness, center fielder with his back to the infield. It's going to skip deep. It's all bounce over his head. That could be a four-baser. Go, Jared, go! He's going to be given the green. Nope, he's going to have to stop there at third. He would have been a home run had he been more aggressive in his speed, but a triple for Bannister. My goodness, for Jared to get a triple is a rarity. My compliments to Jared Bannister. So there's Neil Sterling coming up. Still nobody down. The infield is going to be somewhat in for Sacramento. Here's the motion and the pitch to Sterling. It is upstairs 1-0. Anyway, 1 ball, no strikes on Neil Sterling. Wow, Jared Bannister just smoked that pitch to the deepest part of the yard. Three-baser. The motion and the 1-0. Swing left, chop over to short. It's going to be fielded. He's going to release first in time. So Jared Bannister scores. So credit Sterling with an RBI. Seagulls up 2-0. All right, here's Jack Thompson in the box.
Now batting, number 28, Jack Thompson.
Jack Thompson up. The motion by the right-hander Tipton. He deals it. Low and away, 1-0. I can't believe it's like this Top Speed Baseball lost Game 1 at North Tahoe Park 11-0. 1-0 pitch. Ball 2. Of course, I know that Stan Svitala has a unique approach to lecturing his team following a loss. Here's the 2-0. Ball 3. And of course, I know Stan, if his team loses to a team they should have defeated 9 out of 10 times, he sounds like a drill sergeant in the Naval Academy. Pitch, strike 1. But if the Speedos are simply outmanned and outmuscled against a stronger opponent, then he'll still get on his team's case. 3-1 pitch, swing it foul left side. This is out of play, strike 2. And of course, Stan will still get on his team's tail if they lose to a team that was like a stronger opposition, but he'll be more conservative about it. Payoff from Tipton, it is inside. So walk. So no, Stan, doing the way he keeps his troops in the zone is utterly amazing. Timmy Fishville coming up, still 1 out for San Francisco here in the second. They lead it 2-0. Timmy Fishville steps in now for San Francisco. Tipton looking to keep this game close. So it's Thompson on first, 1 out. The pitch to Fishville. Upstairs, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes on the Seagull catcher. Here's a stretch by Tipton. Here it is. Strike. Straight down the middle. 1-1. Dirk Ryan is on deck. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a chopper back to the box. He fields, throws to short, recovers 1 on first. That is a twin killing to retire the side. At the end of 2 innings, Seagulls on top, 2-0. We're in the third inning here at San Bruno Park. Leading off the top of the third is going to be the man who was stranded at the plate in the second. He is leading off the third. Sam Booth, who, like Seb 4, shares no relation to the founder of the Salvation Army. So Sam Booth up with the Sacramento Heat trailing 2-0. 2 innings down, 7 innings left to play here, unless they elect to end the game early because of the forced mercy rule, just like Friday night. Palafox into his motion. Here comes the offering to Booth. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike on Sam. Yeah, Sam I am, as in green eggs and ham. Dude, I love Dr. Seuss. Here comes the 1 strike pitch to Sam. It is grounded right to third base. As it takes a bad hop. He drops it, picks it up, has to hurry. Here's the throw. He does not get him. This throw is just a tad late. Booth gets aboard courtesy of a juggle at the hot corner. Well, Dirk Ryan had some slippage at the hot corner, but I've seen more slippage at Waterworld USA, especially the bonsai pipeline. I think, didn't they tear that portion of the park down after that incident happened 22 years ago with what happened like that senior trip at Napa High School? It's hard. I'm trying to describe it clearly, but it's hard. Ryan Tipton in the box, who represents the tying run. Comes the stretch by Palafox. Comes the offering to Tipton. There goes runner pitch. We're lined to short. It's going to be caught. It's going to throw to... Oh, dude, throw to first to tag him casually. Yeah. I guess the shortstop, that being Moody, was smart just to tag him as opposed to manhandling him. Thank God for that. 2 outs, just like that. Hit and run play that backfires in Sacramento's face. Troy Shields back to the top of the order for Sacramento. Yeah, that was a nice play by Moody. That's going to get him a nomination for a local Emmy. The motion by Palafox pitch to Troy. It is swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike on Shields. Seagulls on top 2-zip. There are 2 outs here in the third inning. Bases empty after that double play a moment ago. Palafox kicks and deals 1 strike pitch. And the backdoor some strike 2 called. No balls, 2 strikes on Sacramento first baseman. Alright, so back in the box so Shields. 2 strikes on him. Palafox ready. 0-2. Outside. 1-2. So Troy still behind in the count this time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Matt Smith on deck. Comes right-hander Palafox. He deals the 1-2 to Shields. Whipped on the ground. It's going to be to third base. He scoops it cleanly this time, throws across, and we have just witnessed the fall of Troy as the inning is over. After 2.5, Seagulls ahead 2-0. Defensive changes for Sacramento as we head to the bottom of the third. Moving from center field to pitchers, number 41, Matt Smith, and coming into the 9th spot in place of starting pitcher Ryan Tipton, and playing center field is going to be number 5, Brian Baker. Leading off for San Francisco is going to be Captain Dirk, that being Dirk Ryan. 9, 1, and 2 due up for San Francisco, excuse me. It's easy to get them two cities mixed up. They're pretty important cities here in Northern California. Matt Smith on the mound. The motion and the pitch to Captain Dirk. It is high, 1-0. So like I said, it is 2-0 San Francisco. The Seagulls looking to claim sole possession of third place. I know UBell lost to the Bees earlier this afternoon. 1-0 outside. 2-0. So should the Seagulls take care of the Heat tonight, then the Seagulls will be in third spot. Here's the 2-0 to Captain Dirk, fouled off, out of play, heads up, birthday party, strike one. Oh, dude, watch out for flying baseballs. So it's 2-1 the count on the Seagull third baseman. Smith ready. Here comes the 2-1. It is upstairs, 3-1. Sun is still shining here. It's going to set sooner, if not later, because I think sunset time is close to like 8:30 tonight. Comes the 3-1 on the way. It is upstairs to walk to Dirk. We're in the bottom of the third. Seagulls on top, 2-zip. The Seagulls scored once in the first, once in the second, and here they are batting in the third. Back to the top of the order. Shane Wallace comes up, who scored the first run for the Seagulls in tonight's encounter with Sacramento. Maybe he'll look to drive one in right here. One swing by Wallace. He'd love to pick up Dirk. Stay tuned. Stretch by Smith. He deals to Shane. It is strike one, straight down the middle, 0-1. So like I said, this will be one 9-inning affair between Sacramento and San Francisco tonight. Then we're back at it tomorrow at 6:35 when San Francisco plays the Bees. Here comes the stretch. The 0-1. Strike two swinging, so Shane behind, 0-2. So like I said, I encountered some pretty treacherous terrain on my commute from Mill Valley to San Bruno today. There was congestion on the Golden Gate Bridge as well as on San Francisco city streets. I'll tell you more in a sec. The two-strike pitch to Wallace, and here it comes, I reckon, or is it? I was jumping the gun. I messed up. That was my fault. And furthermore, there was a delay on the BART system thanks to track construction, so I had to really maintain my sanity and keep my poise during my commute.
That's it?
Two-strike pitch for real this time. It is line foul. It's still 0-2. Wallace still in an 0-2 hole. It's Dirk Ryan on first with nobody down here in the third inning. Seagulls on top, 2 runs to zip. Now here's Smith going into a stretch position. Two-strike offering again. It's in the dirt. Nice block that time by Brendan Yan, but Shane's still behind this time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the third of what's going to probably be a 9-inning affair between the team based in the state capital and the team based on the very top of the peninsula. 1-2 offering. It is inside. Nice take by Shane, and it's a 2-2 count. Like I said, Seagulls jump out in front early, but it's still early, so Seagulls may have won the battle, but they are not even close to winning the war. Stretch. Here comes the 2-2. It is swinging line foul left side toward the trees to our left. Still 2-2 on Wallace. All right, so the Seagulls determined to cool off the heat tonight and claim sole possession of third place. They are currently in a virtual tie with Yuba at the moment. Like I said, Yuba lost to the Bees 10-5 in Marysville earlier this afternoon. 2-2, swinging a ground ball. That's going to be down first base. He backhands it. He has to throw real quickly to second, and that's all they're going to get. As a 3-6 fielder's choice, as one on first, one away.
Now batting, number 36.
Cole Gabrielson up with Wallace on first, 1 down. So it's up to Cole Gabrielson to maybe generate some swagger for the Seagulls here. They lead at 2-0, but it's a delicate advantage for San Francisco. It's early, and it's close. Here's Smith, throws it first. He is safe. Until the sun is kind of beaming, kind of shadows are enveloping. Sometimes it's hard to see the ball, and sometimes hard to see who's pursuing the ball, really. Here's the target outside. Here it comes to Smith. From Smith, strike call at outside corner, 0-1 the count on Gabrielson. Of course, I gotta really rely heavily on my eagle eyes to see the action at this stage of the day. 0-1, swinging a foul, so it's nothing in 2. Because I know that, it's interesting to know, that's something that this woman who's kind of like a Dion coach tells me. She says, Dion, use those eagle eyes. What she says is that I have sweeping vision, and I got to use it to my advantage. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Ball, throw to first. Not quite in time. Man, those bang, bang. But somehow Wallace beat it back. So it's Gabrielson still behind, this time 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 on, 1 away for San Francisco here in the 3rd inning. All right, here's Matt Smith into the stretch. 1-2 offering, swinging a pot foul right side, out of play, heads up, birthday party. Warning, baseballs are closer than they appear. Still 1-2 on Gabrielson, and the umpire makes a request for more baseballs. This is the same umpiring crew that officiated on Saturday. Same 2 people. Stretched by Smith. Target outside. 1-2 once again. There goes 1 to pitch. Oh, the ball pops out of the glove of the catcher, and it's an uncontested stolen base credited to Shane Wallace. The latest offering was a ball, so it's an even count. 2-2 on Cole. Alright, so the Seagulls looking to see if Gabrielson can get a base hit and pick up Wallace from second base. Shane is capable of scoring on a single, considering his speed. 2-2 from Smith. Low and inside. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, as the Sacramento Heat are looking to keep their deficit at 2 here. Full count on Gabrielson. Wallace on second, 1 away. The stretch. The payoff. Outside, the walk puts Skulls on the pond. Well, Smith has to keep his poise out there. Maybe Matt is looking to maybe roll a double play ball, which is not easy considering how there's speedy personnel on the base paths as well as in the box. Yeah, runners on first and second are really fast. I mean, even so, the 2 runners out there on base, they would definitely defeat me in a 50-yard dash. That's for sure. Moody in the box, 2 on, 1 out. Stretch. Here comes the stretch by Smith. He checks second, and he deals. The runner goes foul. Oh, runner bluffs goes foul to the screen. Strike 1. Well, case in point is I once had a sprint from one field to another against this dude who at the time was a student at Tamalpais High School. He and I had like this mad dash from like the baseball field to where the soccer field was at the time. I actually defeated him in that mad dash, but there's a little advice I gave to this individual just so he can have better wisdom next time around. The stretch. The check on second. The 1 strike pitch. Runners go. Pitch fouled off. Strike 2, so runners have to retreat. 2 strikes on Moody. Anyway, so I will say that I gave this student a little wisdom that I learned from a gym teacher in middle school. He said, when you run, imagine that there's a big truck behind you that's looking to bowl you over and you're trying to outrun it. Target outside. 0-2, they do not go. Foul tip into the catcher's glove, strike 3, and that's 2 down for the Seagulls here in the 3rd. It's up to the cleanup man, Felix Abarat. 2 on, this time 2 away.
Now batting number 3, Felix Abarat.
All hail King Felix, as what they like to say, King's Court in Seattle. The pitch to Felix downstairs, 1-0. Yeah, it's like, Kings Court, which is that specific section at what is now known as T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Stretch by Smith. Second baseman races in. He doesn't, but strike called. 1-1 count. It's almost like, Kings Court. That place which is kind of like a cheering section for Felix Hernandez, the ace of the Seattle Mariners pitching staff. Stretch of Smith. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a pop up as high as the torch on the Statue of Liberty. Who's going to make the call, dude? Nice way for Smith to catch it and fall flat on his back and not retires the side. Nice play, Smith. I commend you for that. At the end of 3, 2-0, San Francisco. Start me up as foretold by the Rolling Stones. So we're going to be in the 4th inning here. 3 innings down, 4 innings to play here. Matt Smith, the relief pitcher, to lead things off. He made a humdinger of a defensive gem to leave 2 out there in the 3rd. Let's see if Smith can supplement that exceptional defense with some offense. It'll be Smith, Fitzgerald, and Nelson facing Seagull right-handed hurler Jesse Palafox. Seagulls head to left. Giuseppe, San Francisco. Palafox into his motion. Here comes the pitch on the way to Matt Smith. That is swinging and a miss. No balls and 1 strike on Smith. So the Seagulls have a 2-round cushion here, and Palafox has looked really sharp out of the gate. The motion and the pitch from Palafox. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he most certainly did. Strike 2, and a Smith in an 0-2 hole. Where Smith defensively started the game in center field, but now he is the relief pitcher. Tipton was pulled early. 2-strike pitch to Smith. Outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Smith. So I guess today Sacramento elected to toss aside the designated hitter and allow the pitcher to bat. Nice strategy. 1-2 pitch to Smith. Inside low, and it's in the dirt. 2-2. We're in the 4th inning. This game has gone by somewhat of a quick tempo here. Could slow down or speed up at any time. This is one of the beauties about baseball. You never know when it's going to end. Palafox ready. 2-2 to Smith. Got him! Swinging, strike 3, produces the first out of the frame. Now batting is going to be the shortstop, Kevin Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald up, looking to generate some swagger for Sacramento. Sacramento's offense has remained in check from the get-go. But maybe Sacramento will look to wake up their bats here in the 4th. They've been held scoreless through 3+. Now the right-hander, Palafox, he's ready. The pitch to Fitzgerald. It is a bluff swing, and he takes it downstairs. 1-0 on Kevin. Bases empty, 1 out. Palafox kicks and deals the 1-0 pitch. Swing and foul is coming my way, but thank goodness for a chain link screen. A ball and a strike. Looks like that ball kind of looked like it was screaming just below where that camera is, which you see on your end, which is was just a foot below that. Thank goodness it didn't strike that high high-tech gizmo. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Fitzgerald. It's sky left side. This should be out of play, and it most certainly is. 1-2. The ball kind of hits a tree where some of those kids are out there playing a pickup game of baseball just beyond the left side of the stadium. 1-2. Count on Fitzgerald. On deck is Evan Nelson. Because I know I have a train, the Cal train that's due tonight at 9:58, one that goes north to the city. 1-2 to Fitzgerald. It is upstairs 2-2. But should I miss that train, or should there be too long of a wait for the 9:58 northbound Cal train, then my alternative option will be Bart. Because I think Bart will be cheaper and would take less time, anywho. 2-2 pitch from Palafox. It is swinging a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Strike 3, and that is 2 down for the Heat here in the 4th. Alright, so it's got 2 down. Here's the cleanup man, Evan Nelson, in the box. So Nelson looking to generate a 2-out rally along with some swagger for Sacramento. The Sacramento Heat have made 4 consecutive commuter trips from Sacramento to the Bay Area, and this is 4 straight commuter trips. Here's the pitch to Nelson, upstairs, 1-0. Yeah, to carpool from Sacramento to the Bay Area. I think they can do that. 1-0. Strike 1 called. 1-1 count on Nelson. Now Palafox is ready. 1-1 pitch to Nelson. Way outside. 2-1. We're in the 4th inning. It is Seagulls on top 2-zip. 2 outs. Space is empty for the Sacramento Heat here in the 4th. Here's Palafox. He deals the 2-1 pitch to Nelson. It is chips his bat and grounds it foul. Strike 2. So I will say, like I said earlier in the show, there were 2 upsets in GSCBL this Sunday. The Yuba Sutter Gold Sox were upset by the California Bees 10-5 in Marysville, while the Reno Rams upended Top Speed Baseball from North Tahoe Park in Game 1 of their doubleheader. Wasn't even close. 11-zip. I bet you anything, Stan Svatala was tempted to have all of his players do a multitude of push-ups following that game, just like the Naval Academy. And when the players think they're all done, Stan will look at them and say, "More push-ups!" 2-2 offering to Nelson, and here it is. Slide on the ground to second base. It's going to be you pick it up, dude. Throw. Nailed it. 3 up, 3 down for Sacramento here in the 4th. At the end of 3.5, Seagulls head 2-zip. Bottom of inning numero cuatro here. In case you just tuned in, the Seagulls lead Sacramento 2-0 as it's up to the Seagulls to generate some more breathing room as well as insurance. Matt Smith in his 2nd inning of relief here, he put a 0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Of course, I know Ryan Tipton, the starter, was lit up for 2 runs, but he was pulled early. Here's Jared Bannister, who, like I said at the top of the show, or earlier in the show rather, he provided the dagger in Game 1 of yesterday's Twin Bell. Let's see what Jared does here. He had a towering triple his first trip to the dish. All right, Jared, it's on you. The motion by the right-hander Smith, he deals to Bannister. It is strike 1, straight down the middle, 0-1. I will say that the Seagulls tally twice, and the Heat are keeping this game close, but the Heat's bats have not sounded loud enough so far today. 1 strike pitch. inside. I guess, okay, well, Smith had a pretty interesting pitching motion. It's almost like he froze there like a statue and then delivered the offering. That's a bit unfluid. The motion, and okay, what's all this too? Oh, that was an insider. Okay, that was told that Matt Smith has the most unique pitching windup in the entire Sacramento franchise. The 2-1, swinging a pop-up. This is third base side, under it. Got it. Nice play at third base, the hot corner, that is to say, Connor Lane.
Now batting, number 32, Neil Sterling.
Neil Sterling in the box now for the Seagulls. One away. The motion by the right-hander Smith. He deals to Neil Sterling, or does he? That pitch was a pretty obvious insider. 1-0, no strikes on Neil. Sterling was named after the man on the moon back in 1969. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, 2-0. Alright, Sterling, let's see. Maybe Sterling is about to hit this one to the moon. Yeah, he'll hit the ball and say, "To the moon, Alice!" Yeah, he does that quite a bit in batting practice. I've noticed that. Here it comes. Downstairs, 3-0. Well, Smith could be afraid of Sterling. He's going to probably issue a intentional base on balls, because Sterling held in the count 3-0. Jack Thompson on deck. Here comes the offering. That's a strike. A called strike. 3-1. Three balls, one strike on Sterling. The motion by Smith. He deals it. Swinging a chopper. Foul. Left side. Strike 2. Full count on Sterling. Of course, I will say I did have a party at my house last night to commemorate the Seagulls locking up the final playoff seed. I did something very unique and interesting. 3-2 to Sterling. It is swing chops high, third base side, foul. Of course, short version of the story, I dug out my laptop computer, put it next to the heater, because people can hear noises upstairs from the heater upstairs apartment immediately above me. I went on YouTube, typed in EAS alert siren, put it up at full blast, pressed play, and scared the living daylights out of my upstairs neighbor. 3-2, struck foul left side, still 3-2. And then she was just scared out of her socks. And then she stormed downstairs, knocked on my, of course it was like 1:30 in the morning. She knocked on my door. When I answered, I said, "Yes." 3-2, sweep to left, but foul. Boy, he smoked that one. And this woman, this upstairs neighbor, was just dumbfounded. She was like, "You, never mind." It's like I scared the living daylights out of her by playing that sound effect, like the EAS alert siren that you hear either on radio or television. Dude, she didn't even see it coming. Of course, I was pretty hopped up on sugar and caffeine at the time. The pitch. Ball 4 inside. So what? To Sterling. So I decided to kind of make things a little more loose and interesting by kind of scaring the living daylights out of my upstairs neighbor. And it was, dude, it was fun. It was worth it. Jack Thompson up. First pitch. Ball 1. That was downstairs, 1-0. 1-0, no strikes on the Seagull second baseman. Stretch by Smith. He deals it. Ball 2. First pitch was low, second pitch was high. 2-0 on Thompson. One away, Sterling on first. Smith ready. He deals it. Strike 2 called. Thompson behind, Thompson with hitter's count 2-1. Get my counts mixed up. It's actually 2-1, not 1-2. Stretch by Smith. 2-1. Swing and foul. That was just once again just a tad below that portable camera that you see on your end, I guess. I mean, I can only imagine what would happen if a foul ball strikes that camera that's just on the screen. Dude, it'll cost as much as a new car to fix. Go to first, not to tell you. If that camera gets busted by a foul ball, it would cost as much as a new car to fix. Here's the stretch. The 2-2. Ball skips to the backstop, and Sterling's going to have an easy trot to second base. Wild pitch, almost like as when we're here on The Price is Right, you could win a brand new car. Of course, I can't quite say it as fancy as George Gray, but you get the idea. 3-2. Swinging a chopper slowly to third. It's going to have to have a hurry. Oh, he lets the ball squirt underneath him. The ball kind of skips. Oh, yeah, go, man, go. Go, Sterling, throw. He's safe. Yeah, Sterling decided, hey, I better break for third, and he did so successfully after the ball squirted past Fitzgerald at short and kind of skimmed into no man's land. So it's runners at the corners for San Francisco. Still one out. Timmy Fishboat in the box. All right, so it's Matt Smith and the Heat defense facing trouble. Here comes the offering. Ball one. One ball, no strikes on Fishboat. Big gap on the right side of the infield for the left-handed batter. Here comes a stretch. The 1-0. Swinging another foul, so it's a 1-1 count on Timmy. Timmy Fishboat, who I'm assuming he was named after 1/3 of the Golden State Warriors tandem of Run TMC. Remember Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, and Chris Mullin? Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swinging and a miss, and it's 1-2 on Timmy. Dude, it's almost like, I don't know, it's difficult to say. I mean, it's utterly amazing how the Golden State Warriors tandem of Run TMC did not ever capture a crown. 1-2 to Fishboat. Swinging a pop-up. Uh-oh. Dude, this is coming my way. Just to my left and bounces like a super ball into the backside of the ballpark. I guess all about positioning. I could have brought my glove, caught it, and said, hey, dude, sign me up. So 1 ball and 2 strikes still on Timmy Fishboat. So it's Sterling on third, Thompson on first, 1 away. Here's the stretch by Smith. Here comes runner goes, pitch to strike 3. Oh, strike 3 swinging. So it's going to be, I believe that's defensive indifference credited to Thompson. Being so 2 down, second and third for San Francisco. Here's Captain Dirk to the box. Yeah, Dirk Bryan, who I like to refer to as Captain Dirk. I'll see what Captain Dirk does here as far as taking 1 swing and probably doubling the Seagulls' run total. It's 2-0 San Francisco. Second and third, 2 outs. Stretch the pitch to Captain Dirk. Swing on, fouled away. Strike 1. So we got 1 strike on the Seagull third baseman. So it's 2-0 San Francisco, but 1 swing by Dirk can make it perhaps 4. Stretch the pitch inside and the Dirk 1-1. We're in the 4th inning. Seagulls on top 2-0. Stretch by Smith. Comes the 1-1 pitch. Swing a pot foul to the screen, and it's 1-2 on Captain Dirk. We'll see. We're in the 4th inning. Seagulls with a delicate 2-0 advantage here. 1 swing by Captain Dirk can give the Seagulls probably 2. Well, I guess the ball was that dead ball was tossed. I guess the first baseman Shields tried to toss that out of play, but it rolled onto the infield grass instead. All right, back to baseball. 1-2 on Captain Dirk. Here's the stretch of Smith. 1-2 to Captain Dirk. Then the Dirt, nice take. Even count, 2-2. So it's an even count on Captain Dirk. See what Captain Dirk does for the offense of the Seagulls. Second and third, 2 down. The stretch by Smith. 2-2 to Captain Dirk. Upstairs, full count. So first base at the moment is open. So we'll see what Dirk does here. Base hitter ball 4 is what he desires. Here's the stretch by Smith. Target outside. 3-2 to Captain Dirk. Ball 4. Nice take, Captain. Sacks packed with Seagulls. Still 2 down here. Shane Wallace in the box. Seagulls with a prodigious opportunity to get a bunch of runs here. And it's up to Shane to do so. Alright, so Sacks packed with Seagulls. 2 down. Seagulls on top 2-0 here in the bottom of inning numero 4 here. It's up to Shane Wallace to provide some swagger. Stretch of Smith. Pitch to Shane. Swinging a foul. So it's 1 strike on Wallace. No balls and 1 strike on Wallace. Bases loaded, 2 down here in the 4th. The stretch. The 1 strike pitch from Smith. Strike 2 inside corner. Now it's Wallace in an 0-2 hole. Alright, so we'll see. I mean, I just found out just from the span to my right a moment ago, Top Speed did take the nightcap over Reno 9-3. So the Seagulls and the Rams, Speedos and the Rams split. 0-2 count. Here it comes. Swing a foul. That was kind of an emergency swing by Wallace, and he got a piece. So the Reno Rams and the Top Speed baseball franchise split a doubleheader at North Tahoe Park earlier today. Just for the record, in case you just tuned in, the U.S. Gold Sox lost to the California Bees, so the Seagulls with an opportunity to claim sole possession of 3rd place. A win over Sacramento can do that for them. Here's the stretch of Smith. The 0-2 to Wallace. Once again, high. Nice take. 1-2. Alright, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wallace still behind in the count. Bases loaded, 2 down for San Francisco here in the 4th. Smith facing trouble. The stretch of Smith. 1-2 offering. High. 2-2, so a couple high ones after an 0-2 count. Now the count runs to 2-2. So Wallace and the Seagulls are hoping to get a whole bunch of runs here. It's up to Shane to generate some swagger. Here's a stretch of Smith. 2-2 to Wallace. Strike 3 called, and the Seagulls leave 3 out there. So the game's still interesting. At the end of 4 innings, Seagulls on top, 2-0. We're heading to the 5th inning here at San Bruno Park. Seagulls lead the Heat 2-zip as it's going to be Connor Lane to lead things off for Sacramento. The Heat looking to make a decent account of themselves despite them being in the midst of a 4-game losing skid. Be Lane, Jan, and Perez. 5, 6, and 7 facing right-handed Seagull pitcher Jesse Palafox. Said Palafox has been razor sharp through 4 innings of work so far. Let's see if the trend continues here in the 5th. Comes a motion by Palafox. Here comes the pitch to Connor. It is lined to right field. Right fielder is going to let it fall in for base at the being Sterling. It's a leadoff single for Lane. So the tying run comes up to bat now. It's going to be Brendan Yan. I guess all I got to say, for the Seagulls to load the bases in the bottom of the 4th and fail to cash in, that could have taken the wind out of the Seagulls' sails. So, but even so, the Seagulls are still ahead. They got to remain focused, particularly on defense here. I know Palafox has been sharp, but he does not want to allow the 4th inning failure by the Seagull offense to ruffle his feathers, per se. Now here's the stretch by Palafox. He delivers to Jan. It is inside. 1-0 on the Sacramento catcher. So we're in the 5th. It is 2-0 San Francisco, but the tying run in the box for Sacramento. Alright, so there we go. This has been a fabulous day here at the yard. Sunday night baseball. 1-0 to Jan, followed, oh no, it's foul ball. Fouled just behind the plate. So rolled fair, but the home plate umpire did declare it foul. So it's a strike and a ball on Jan. So until the sun is setting, there's a faint glimmer of the sun just to our right. As you can tell, the sun's going to set in a little bit. So it's Lane on first base with nobody down here in the top of inning number 5. Sacramento trails by 2 runs. Stretched by Palafox. 1-1 pitch. Small tip into the catcher's glove. Strike 2, so it's Jan behind. 1-2. So it's like it's been, the sun's about to set here. We're going to see twilight soon. So twilight is forthcoming here in San Bruno. 1-2 pitch from Palafox. It is a ball, and the ball skips away from Timmy Fishvote to no avail. 2-2 the count. So it's Jan back in the box. Even count, 2-2. Runner on first in Lane with nobody down. 5th inning. And now here's the stretch by Palafox. And he deals the 2-2. It is outside full count. So now Jan and the Sacramento Heat hoping for base hitter ball 4. That's Lane on first. No outs. Now here's Palafox. He is into a stretch. Checks first. Comes to the plate. Ground ball this to third base. Is going to have to come for maybe 1 for release. Oh, he throws that arm length over Jared Bannister's head, and streaking into third is Lane. I guess the only issue was Dirk Ryan threw that pitch a bit too hastily, and that was chaotic. So now it's runners at the corners with no outs. Here's Dean Perez. So first and third, no outs for the Sacramento Heat here at the top of inning number 5. Heat trailed 2-0, but the tying run on first. Go-ahead run in the box. Infield is halfway in for San Francisco. Here comes Palafox, he's ready. Here comes the offering to Dean Perez. He goes bunt, and the offer is throw to third. He's going to be... He throws off the bullseye. He's going to have to break. He's going to break in and just jog home after a bad pickoff throw to third by Fishvote puts the Heat on the board as it's Lane scoring and Jan stopping on second. So the Heat do close the gap. So a self-inflicted wound by the Seagulls produces the first tally of the game for Sacramento. So now it's Jan on second base. Still no outs. Back in that batter's box, it's 1 strike. The latest offering was a strike to Perez. Home plate umpire does do the signal. Here's a stretch by Palafox. Check on second. Here comes the 1 strike offering. It is low and away. 1-1 count on Dean Perez. So the Sacramento Heat down, far from out though. Sacramento down just by a run, but a base hit can probably tie it. No outs, but Jan a slow runner on second. We'll see. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. Now it's Dean Perez behind 1-2. All right, we're in the 5th inning. It is Sacramento down 2-1, but 1 swing by Dean Perez will probably tie it. Stay tuned. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Perez. Sam Booth on deck. Here's a stretch by Palafox. Comes the check and the 1-2 offering. It is swing and a miss. So I guess Dean Perez gets to go right to the head of the class once again. 1 away. So I guess Perez looking to make the Dean's list as well as the All-Star ballot.
Number 1.
Sam Booth comes up to bat now. Jan still on second, this time 1 away. Sam Booth looking to generate some swagger for Sacramento. The Heat down by just a run. Just like I said, 2 upsets happened in GSCBL on this Sunday. Here's Palafox, he's ready. Here's pitch to Booth. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike on Sam. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. Would you, could you, in a car, eat them, eat them, here they are. One strike pitch to Sam, it is outside 1-1 count. You may like them, you will see. You may like them in a tree. Not in a train, not in a tree, not in a car, you let me be. It's a homage to Dr. Seuss. Stretch. Comes 1-1 to Sam, it is downstairs 2-1. Jesse Palafox has to stay focused out there. Sacramento did score courtesy of a self-inflicted wound by the Seagulls here, but Seagulls are hoping not to relinquish their advantage here. It's a delicate 1-run cushion at this juncture. 2-1 the count on Booth. Here's a stretch by Palafox. The 2-1. Swinging a foul just behind us. Strike 2. And it's an even count on Booth. What do you think about Booth? Dude. When I was younger, I actually went to an upscale restaurant. They asked me for a table or a booth. I got a booth all to myself. Honest. I actually did. I actually had a booth just for me, myself, and I got a nice, typical, nice, delicious, elegant meal. 2-2. Line to right field. Sterling is going to back up under. He is going to make the plays. Jan is going to take it. Oh, no, yeah, dude. Why on the earth with Jan Ponder going to third? Had Jan gambled, he would have come up snake-eyed. But bottom line, second out. Because it's Booth, Jan still on second. Yeah, Jan, a catcher, looking to try to break for third. That would have been a risky gamble. 2 outs. Here comes Brian Baker in his first plate appearance of the night. Yeah, I guess while being a baseball coach is like being a baker. You have to have specific ingredients and know how to blend them accordingly. Pitch to Baker, it is strike 1. That's kind of something I learned from John Madden when he was doing NFL games on CBS. Like he actually said football coach. I'm just translating it to baseball coach. Well, 1 strike count on Baker. Stretch by Jesse. The 1-strike pitch to Baker. It is low and away. Nice way for Fishfoot to kind of smother that. And it's 1-1 on Baker. Baker defensively in center field for Sacramento. Dude, Sacramento is looking to make a decent account of themselves despite them at this point playing with house money. Sacramento is pretty well cashed in for the year. And now Palafox into the stretch. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Line to second is going to make the catch, so the Seagulls hold on to the lead. Nice play at second base by Jack Thompson. After 4.5, it is 2-1 San Francisco. Bottom of the fifth inning, new arm on the mound for Sacramento is going to be right-hander hitter Trey Furry, number 19. 2-1 San Francisco, but the Seagulls looking to swing the momentum back to their side. The Heat scored a single unearned run in the fifth, courtesy of a self-inflicted wound by the Seagull defense, but we'll see if the Seagulls looking to get their insurance back. Cole Gabrielson to lead things off. He'll be followed by Kai Moody and Felix Abarouette. It's up to Furry to keep the Sacramento deficit at 1. The motion by Furry. Here comes the pitch to Gabrielson. A swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike on the Seagull left fielder. Here's the motion and the pitch. The ball skips away in kind of a bluff swing by Cole. He did not pull the trigger. 1-1. Motion by Furry. Here comes 1-1 to Gabrielson. It is low and inside. 2-1. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike on Gabrielson. The motion by Furry. He deals it. It is low and away. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Cole hoping for base hitter ball 4. Furry kicks and delivers. It is in the dirt. A walk to Gabrielson to lead off.
Now batting, number 17, Kai Moody.
Here's Kai Moody in the box now for San Francisco. So Moody up with Gabrielson on first. Still no outs. Here's Furry taking his time. Now he works from the stretch. He deals to Moody. It's outside 1-0. One ball, no strikes on the Seagull shortstop. Here's a stretch by the righty. He deals it. Swing right down the run. It's going to be a double play. Ball to third. Towards the second 1 on first. So it's going to be a throw to first. He did get him. He somehow gets him. He keeps his foot on the base and completes the double. I guess Moody none too pleased with the umpire's decision to say he was out, but that's baseball. 2 outs.
Now that is number 3, Felix Abarouette.
Felix Abarouette, 2 outs. Bases unoccupied. It's up to Felix to generate a 2-out rally for San Francisco here in the 5th. Seagulls on top 2-1, but it's a very fragile lead for the Seagulls. So Trey Furry on the mound. The motion and the pitch on the way to Felix. He takes it high, 1-0. We're in the bottom of the 5th of what is going to be a 9-inning affair. Still close, still fabulous, still fascinating. 1-0 from Furry. It is in there for a strike on the changeup. 1-1 count on Felix. A ball and a strike on Felix Abarouette. Jared Bannister on deck. Furry gets a sign. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. A strike called, and it's 1-2 on Felix. Said Felix Abarouette on defense positions himself in foul territory. So that's why he just praised for his teammates when the Seagulls are on defense. 1-2 to Felix. High. 2-2 count. And now the motion by Furry. He deals it inside. Almost nicked him. Full count. Come on, Felix. Just take one for the team. So Felix hoping for base hitter ball 4 here. Furry kicks and deals the payoff. It is strike 3 called. Not will do it for the Seagulls. I guess for a split second, Felix thought he drew the walk, but the umpire said that pitch was on the corner. At the end of 5, Seagulls on top, 2-1. Heading to the 6th inning, it is 2-1 San Francisco. But I will say that after Felix Aberrat struck out looking to wrap up the bottom of the 5th, I remember as he walked back to the dugout, he was kind of chirping at the home plate umpire. But I, in my own manner, would look at him and say, come on, Felix, just relax. It's just a game, because after all, it's just an unfortunate call by the home plate umpire. But remember what Don Drysdale once said, a bad call is better than no call. Anyway, 1, 2, and 3 due up for Sacramento. The Sacramento Heat and still in the midst of a 1-1 deficit here. It's 5 innings down, 4 innings to go. Seagulls lead 2-1 behind Jesse Palafox. Here comes the pitch to Troy. It is skied to dead center field. On his horse, center fielder racing with the back to the infield. He's not going to get there. He's going to skip to the deepest part of the ballpark. There goes Troy racing into third. He will have a triple. Throws pegged to the dish as Palafox lets the ball go off the backstop by virtue of a ricochet. But now the tying run is 90 feet away for the Heat, as coming up to bat is going to be Trey Furry. Trey Furry batting in second spot in place of Matt Smith, who was evidently replaced.
Number 19,
Trey Furry in his first plate appearance of tonight's contest. He is coming up with a chance to maybe tie the score. The infield drawn halfway in for the Seagulls, so the Seagulls lead is now in jeopardy. Here's the stretch, and Palafox deals. It is low and inside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Runner on third base, no outs for Sacramento here in the 6th inning. The stretch, Palafox delivers. It is fouled off, and it's a 1-1 count on Furry. Furry, who is actually the relief pitcher for Sacramento, he is looking to help himself with the big stick. Stretched by Jesse. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball down short. He's going to peg to the plate. He's going to nail him out. Dude, he's bullseye. Give me some cheesecake. The tying run was nailed. And once again, the fall of Troy. 1 out.
Great throw.
Nice bazooka by Moody at short. So the Seagulls still in the driver's seat for now. Kevin Fitzgerald with the tying run on first base right now. As Troy tried vainly to break for the dish, but it was a 6-2 fielder's choice that produced the first out of the frame. Kevin Fitzgerald is currently the go-ahead run for Sacramento. Here's Palafox. He is ready. It's a pitch to Fitzgerald. It's in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike on Kevin Fitzgerald. We're in the 6th inning. It is Seagulls on top 2-1. Still either team's win. Outcome still in doubt. Here's Palafox. He's ready. Comes the 0-1 to Fitzgerald. It is outside. 1-1. Like I said, top speed baseball, and the Reno Rams split a doubleheader at North Tahoe Park today. Here's the stretch by Palafox. The throw first, he is safe. Nice dig by Bannister. And also, just for the record, the California Bees surprised the Yuba Sutter Gold Sox in Yuba's own backyard. It was by a score of 10-5. So I guess a swarm of bees invaded Yuba. Here's Palafox. He throws first. He is safe. Or in the 6th inning, it is Seagulls 2, Heat 1. Well, this game is a lot more interesting, unlike yesterday's nightcap as well as Friday's blowout. Here's the stretch by Palafox. The 1-1 pitch. Ball 2. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. So should the Seagulls cool off the Heat tonight, they will claim sole possession of third place. Seagulls currently in a virtual tie with Yuba for third spot. Palafox ready. Here comes the 2-1. Way outside, 3-1. So a bad one here will put the tying and go-ahead runs aboard. All my friends were in the 6th inning. It is Sacramento in the midst of a 1-run deficit. We'll see what happens here in the 6th. Here comes a stretch of Palafox. Here's a 3-1. Ball 4. So Watt puts ducks on the pond. Tying run on second, go ahead run on first. And here's the cleanup man, Evan Nelson, to the box for Sacramento. Alright, so timeout called. It's like Caviglia is going to trot out. Is this going to be just a conference, or are they going to pull his... Is Caviglia going to pull his starting pitcher? I'm not positive. It's like now Caviglia is out there just to give his starting pitcher a little pep talk. He's kind of talking the way a coach. Well, I guess Caviglia elected to pull him because I guess Palafox insisted his arm was tired. Anyway, they're going to witness a new pitcher coming in. So Jesse Palafox is going to take a seat in the dugout and pray for this right-handed reliever who happens to be I'm trying to track down his name. This dude wears the big 3-0 dude. This guy is I'm trying to find his name on the roster. Alright, this is going to be utterly amazing. Jake Pizzo coming in to pitch now. I'll be right back after this message. We're still in the top of inning number 6 as it's runners on first and second with one away for Sacramento. And of course, here's a little one for you. A little semi-fascinating Dion fact of being your play-by-play announcer. How was that then known as AT&T Park when Barry Bonds hit his 756th home run against Mike Bassick of the Washington Nationals? I got the very last ticket in the joint. Honest. Stretch the pitch to Nelson. It is inside 1-0. So the two runners out there are the responsibility of the starter Jesse Palafox. Of course, Palafox currently in line to win. That is barring a tally or two by Sacramento here in the 6th. The stretch by Pizzo. Check the 1-0 to Nelson. It is soft liner on the ground to short. It's going to be fielded on the ground to short. The second one on first. Double play to end the jam. One big one, one huge one is left out there. Give me some cheesecake. The Seagulls still in the lead. After 5.5, 2-1, San Francisco. We're in the bottom of the 6th in just a moment. Thrown down to second base by the catcher, Brendan Yon. Of course, I heard it through the grapevine, of course, rumor has it that on Halloween, a montage of people dress as me, that being Dion, for Halloween. Of course, you know you've made it when people dress as you for Halloween. But to everyone who has a desire to dress as me, that being Dion, for Halloween this year, rest assured there is only one Washington, one Lincoln, and one Dion. And back to baseball, Jared Bannister in the box for San Francisco, 5, 6, and 7, facing Trey Furry, the right-handed hitter. Here's the motion and the pitch to Bannister. It is slipped to left, that is hammered, but foul. Strike one. So Bannister is defensively at first base for San Francisco. 2-1 Seagulls. Outcome of this game very much in doubt. That could change at any time, really. We'll see. I'm guessing we could witness all 9 innings tonight. Here's Furry into his motion. Here's the 1-strike pitch to Bannister. It is fouled off to the right side. Out of play. Strike 2.
Please return that foul ball to the snack shack.
2 balls. Two strikes on Bannister. Bingo, I guess. I'm pretty inept, am I not? Target outside, the 2-strike offering to Bannister. It's low and inside, 1-2. So we'll see what Bannister does here for the offense. Comes the 1-2 pitch from Furry to Bannister. It is strike 3 called, 1 away for the Seagulls here as Bannister shakes his head in disbelief and walks back to the dugout.
Now batting, number 32, Neil Sterling.
Here's Neil Sterling, who hits balls to the moon in batting practice. Here's the offering to Sterling. It is in there. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike on the San Francisco right fielder. And now Furry shakes off one after another. I guess what he wants. The 1-strike pitch to Sterling in the dirt. 1-1. A ball and a strike on Neil Sterling. The motion by Furry. He deals to Sterling and it's high, 2-1. Of course, I know I actually happen to be close buddies with someone who's a police chief. I looked at this person and said, maybe I'll give you a call sometime. Is your number still 911? Comes the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging, and it's a 2-2 count on Sterling. I kind of use that as kind of a spoof on this quote from Jim Carrey from Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Dude, that role of Ace Ventura was reserved for Jim Carrey, bar none. No one else could have done the role like he did. Comes a motion by Furry, the 2-2 to Sterling. It is swinging a foul, out of play, 2-2 still. Dude, it's almost like, what's the word? This has been a fabulous day at the ballpark. Yeah, Sunday night baseball at its finest. Well, dude, on any given Sunday, any team can win. 2-2 to Sterling. It is swinging a foul. I took back a high one and fouled it just right behind us. Still 2-2. Oh, we're in the bottom of the 6th. Seagulls on top by a run. Once again, here comes the 2-2. It is swinging a foul. What a way for Sterling to battle here. So on deck is Jack Thompson. He will bat next. Like I said at the top of the show, the Seagulls are 10-0 in games that I've done coverage for them on Bay Area Sports TV in 2019. 2-2 once again to Sterling. It is swing and a miss. 2 down. Here comes Jack Thompson to the box.
Number 28, Jack Thompson.
See what Jack knew here as far as providing a jack with one swing. When I say Jack, yeah. Come on, Jack, give me some Monterey Jack. Here comes motion by Furry's pitch. Upstairs 1-0. Yeah, dude, I gotta run down to the grocery store and get myself a thing of Monterey Jack cheese. My all-time favorite. Comes the 1-0 pitch on the way to Jack. Strike 1. That's called strike 1. 1-1 count. We have, dude, I gotta get myself some cheese. Yeah, Monterey Jack. Here it comes. Very high. 2-1 on Thompson. I also could get myself a thing of Colby Jack. It's another one of my favorite cheese. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Thompson. It is skied as high as the torch on the Statue of Liberty on the outfield grasses. Fitzgerald, he will make the catch to retire the side. We have played half a dozen Seagulls. Seagulls 2, Heat 1. We're heading to the 7th inning. It's going to be Connor Lane to lead things off for Sacramento. In case you just joined us, San Francisco leads their welcome guests from Cowtown by a score of 2-1. 6 innings down, 2 innings to go. Jake Pizzo, who's in line to earn perhaps a save here. Of course, that if Seagulls hold on, then there will be a save issued because Palafox in line to earn this victory, providing the Seagulls can maintain their advantage. Stretched by Pizzo, the pitch to Connor Lane is way outside 1-0. But even so, this is a very intense, close nail-biter here. Only 1 run separates the two franchises playing each other tonight. Comes stretched by Pizzo, the 1-0 to Lane, skied to shallow on the infield. Shortstop is going to be Moody. He's going to catch it for the first out. 1 away. Here comes Brendan Yon, the catcher. Got one out here in the 7th inning. Brendan Yon, who's defensively at catcher for Sacramento in tonight's contest. Yeah, and this guy, might as well think of him as, I wouldn't say catcher in the rye, although maybe he's about to deposit some rye bread and mustard, but except that would only be the case if the sacks are jammed. It's interesting. Yeah, I know I just made myself look this way or that way. The pitch, skied to dead center field. Under it is Wallace. He's going to make the play, so Brendan Yon is going to give the Sacramento fans a reason to open their mouths wide and not make a sound. 2 quick outs. Here's Dean Perez coming up to the box. Dean is defensively at second base. Well, all I got to say is this guy was named after the 1-2 pitching tandem of Dizzy and Daffy from the 1934 Gas House Gang. Dude, it's pretty obvious. Here's Pizzo's offering. Scrum ball on the first pitch short. Nice field by Moody. He has quick release first. He is going to nail him for the third out. Quick frame. Bingo. 6.5 innings, 7th inning stretch time. 2-1 Seagulls. Bottom of inning number 7 here at San Bruno Park. New arm on the mound for Sacramento is going to be right-handed hitter Tyler White, number 27. When I think about White, I think about the way Iron Kids bread is made. Dude, I think about Iron Kids bread. Yeah, give me nice, buy myself a loaf of bread and someone will butter it for me. Dude. Timmy Fishboat up facing the new right-handed hitter Tyler White. 2-1 San Francisco is it's going to be Timmy Fishboat, Dirk Ryan, and Shane Wallace. I can't believe, maybe I'll gotta go grab myself a loaf of bread and someone will butter it for me. Here's the motion by Whitey. Here's the pitch to Timmy Fishboat. Low and away, 1-0. So the Seagulls looking to add on some insurance as well as breathing room here. A 1-run Seagull cushion. Here it comes from Whitey. It is ripped on the ground, first bat foul. A ball and a strike on the Seagull catcher. Well, the outcome of this contest very much in doubt. Sacramento looking to steer clear of a Seagull broom. The Seagulls won the first 3 games of this set. Comes the pitch from Whitey. It is outside, 2-1. Hitters count on Timmy Fishboat. The motion by Tyler White, and he deals it. Swing a sky-high pop as high as the torch on the Statue of Liberty, and it's going to be a catch. I guess the first baseman, that being Troy Shields, called off Dean Perez and made the play.
Now then, number 20, Dirk Ryan.
One away, here's Dirk Ryan in the boxes. Okay, we'll see what Captain Dirk does as far as a one-out rally for San Francisco here in the bottom of inning number 7. Comes the offering from Whitey to Captain Dirk, fouled to the screen, and the snowball's 1 strike on Captain Dirk. Even after this, we've got 2 more innings left to play here. Maybe grab myself a loaf of bread and someone will butter it for me. Comes the motion and the 1 strike pitch from Whitey. It is fouled off. It's 0-2. Alright, so it's 2 strikes on the Seagull third baseman. Captain Dirk looking to generate some offense for San Francisco here in the 7th inning. Seagulls with a delicate 2-1 lead. Comes the 2-strike pitch to Captain Dirk. Strike 3 swinging, and I guess Captain Dirk just was converted to Captain Crunch. 2 outs. Back to the top of the order. Shane Wallace coming up. Shane Wallace, a left-handed batter facing the right-handed hitter Tyler White. It's up to Wallace to generate a 2-out rally. Of course, they just switched light towers on here at San Bruno Park. Here comes Whitey into his motion. The pitch to Wallace, both swinging. He takes it for a strike. My goodness, what a way for Whitey to locate. Bingo. Here's motion by Tyler White. 2-1 strike pitch, low and outside, 1-1. Whitey into his motion. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It is inside. 2-1. Well, of course, here's one for you. Every time something unfortunate happens, I imagine one of 2 well-known game show sound effects. The Price is Right losing horns or the Wheel of Fortune bankrupt whistle. 2-1. Swinging a sky to shallow left. Left fielder, that being Sam Booth, puts it away to retire the side. So, at the end of 7, Seagulls 2, Sacramento 1. I can almost overhear one of these Seagull players in the dugout looking at the stadium DJ saying, "No, no, no," when he thought he was going to hear a specific number piped in. Anyway, we're in the 8th inning. It is 2-1 Seagulls as the Sacramento Heat looking to at least tie it, at most take the lead. It'll be Sam Booth to lead things off. That's a Jake Pizzo on the mound who's looking to earn a lengthy save here. It's 2-1 San Francisco. 7 innings down, 2 innings to go. Here comes the pitch to Booth. Outside, 1-0. Well, we'll see. I mean, San Francisco knows this game is close. It's an intense nail-biter here. Here's a stretch, and the 1-0 pitch to Sam. It is fouled off. Strike one. So Seagulls with a 1-run cushion here, and it's highly possible the lead could swap hands in this inning, but we'll see. On deck is Brian Baker. He will bat next. 8-9-1 due up for Sacramento here in the 8th inning. Here's a stretch of Pizzo. 1-1 to Booth. Upstairs. 2-1. So we'll see. 7 innings down, 2 innings to go. The stretch by Pizzo. Here comes the 2-1 to Booth. It's foul tip, so it's a 2-2 count on Sam. We'll see. We'll see who wants it more when this game is a wrap. Like I said, if the Seagulls cool off the Heat tonight, they obtain sole possession of 3rd place and will have a portent for higher playoff seeding later this week. Here's a stretch of Pizzo. 2-2 to Booth. Skied to right. Under it is right fielder Sterling. He waits patiently and puts it away for the first out. Back to the bench goes Booth. With one away, that'll send up Brian Baker. Brian Baker, the number 9 batter in the Sacramento lineup, who is defensively in center field. So no, the pitcher spot is the second spot in the Sacramento lineup, at least at the moment. Stretch of Pizzo. Here comes the offering to Baker. It is high, 1-0. Like at the moment, the Seagulls are 5 defensive gems away from a win, but that is providing that they can do so without a score. A Sacramento score, that is specifically 1-0. Skied foul to the right, 1-1. It's a strike and a ball on Baker. Baker, who is in center field on defense for the Sacramento Heat. So that the Seagulls and the Heat will play each other at Whitney High School for a doubleheader this coming Tuesday at 11 a.m. Whitney High School of Rockland. Here it comes. Chopped high to second base. It's going to be to his right. He picks it up, has a quick release first, just gets him. 2 outs. Nice 4-3 putout by Jack Thompson. Back to the top of the order. Here comes Troy Shields to the box as the Seagulls currently 4 outs away from a much-needed win. The Seagulls already in the playoffs, but that being said, the Seagulls looking to obtain higher playoff seeding. Here comes a stretch, the pitch to Shields. It's inside 1-0. Because here's the thing. Top Speed Baseball has already locked up first place, so they are guaranteed of a berth in the best-of-3 finals. Here's the stretch by Pizzo. The 1-0 to Troy. It is fouled off. Strike one. And also, the Medford Rogues have already locked up second place, so they will play in the second round of the wild card round, that being this coming Thursday. I'll give you more details if I get around to it. 1-1 to Troy. It is fouled off right side. Strike two. Of course, the wild card round is as follows. The first round of the wild card is Thursday at 1 o'clock when the third place team plays the fourth place team, and then 30 minutes afterwards, tentatively 4:30, the second place team plays the winner of the first wild card game. 1-2 offering, and oh my! What are you trying to do? Put the con back in concussion? That was a little chin music right there. Well, thank goodness Troy avoided that one. Now, that would have been, if he had been plunked, that would have been frightening. Would have been like a scene from the movie Frankenstein. 2-2 from Pizzo, slipped left side, foul. Still 2-2. So that is to say, the first wild card game consists of the third place and fourth place teams this coming Thursday at 1, and then the second wild card game takes place between the second place team and the winner of the first wild card game, that being this Thursday, 4:30. 2-2 to Troy. It's fouled off, so Troy stays alive. And the winner of the second wild card game plays the first place team, which is going to be Top Speed Baseball, Friday at 4:30, Saturday at 1, and if needed, Sunday at 1. All from Alumni Field at College of Marin. Here's the stretch. 2-2 to Shields, swinging a foul, so we'll do it again. Well, all I gotta say is, what's the word? Well, it's a close, intense contest here, my friends. 2-2 the count on Shields. Troy looking to get aboard as the potential tying run. It is Tyler White on deck. That's the pitcher on deck. Here it is. Skied to center. Coming hard as the center fielder Wallace sees him. Let it fall in front of him for a bloop single. So the tying run is on base for Sacramento. And now batting is going to be Tyler White. It is the pitcher looking to help himself.
Now batting, number 27, Tyler White.
Well, my friends, we're in the 8th. It is Seagulls 2, Heat 1. Like I said, the California Bees upset the Yuba Sutter Gold Sox in Marysville earlier this afternoon. 10-3 was the final in that important contest, so we'll see. Should the Seagulls win, they'll be in third place alone. Here's the stretch by Pizzo. Here comes the pitch. There goes one and a pitch. Swinging a miss. Throw to second base. Said it's going to be right on the money. See you later. Give me some cheesecake. The inning is over as the Seagulls assure themselves of a lead going to the 9th. After 7.5, Seagulls on top, 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning, 2-1 San Francisco. As you can tell, they're playing that rather utterly fabulous number being piped in by our stadium DJ. Like I said, Seagulls on top by a run, but they're looking to obtain some insurance as well as some breathing room here in the bottom of inning number 8. Here comes Cole Gabrielson to lead things off. He'll be followed by Kai Moody and Felix Abrouette. So like I said, Seagulls with a 1-1 cushion here, but they're looking to add some breathing room here in the bottom of the 8th. This could be their opportunity to shine, that being San Francisco. Whitey deals to Gabrielson. It is upstairs 1-0. Well, we'll see. In the Heat, we'll have to keep their deficit at 1. If they don't, then they'll definitely be in a lot of trouble. Here's pitch. Swing run though, and that's going to be a backhander to shortstop. He has so quick release first. He nails him. Nice play by Fitzgerald for the first out. Coming up to bat now, it's going to be Kai Moody. One away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Kai Moody in the box for San Francisco. It's been an interesting contest from start to finish so far. The Seagulls have never trailed in tonight's contest. Then again, I could be jinxing something right there. Here comes a motion by Whitey. Here comes pitch to Kai Moody. It is upstairs 1-0. Yeah, that reminds me. I gotta run down to the grocery store and pick myself up the latest issue of TV Guide. Dude. The motion by White. Here comes the 1-0 to Moody. It is ripped down the ground. It's going to be backhanded to second base to his left. Flips first in time. 2 down. Yeah. Case in point is, if I don't read TV Guide, I could be missing something. Here comes Felix Abarouette to the box. 2 outs. Base is empty for San Francisco. We'll see what Felix does here. All right, Felix, suck this offering all the way to King's Court. You'll be glad you did. All right, here's Whitey. Into his motion. Pitch to Felix. It is. Oh, dude, what was that? That was high and tight. As Felix had to duck away from that one. Well, that was interesting. 1-0 on the Seagull designated hitter. The motion and the pitch outside. So it's Felix ahead 2-0. This has been a fast-paced game. Comes a 2-0 pitch on the way to Felix. It is swung on and fouled right behind us. Strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. So I guess it is. Sun is about to set here. It's almost sunset time here. So sunset time is around like 8:20, 8:30, that time frame. 2-1 to Felix. Strike 2. So it's an even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty here in the 8th. The motion by Whitey. Here it comes. It is inside. Full count to Felix. So Felix and the Seagulls hoping for base hitter ball 4. All right. Jared Bannister on deck. The motion by Whitey. Here's payoff. Swinging a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Strike 3, and I guess for the Seagulls, a 1-1 advantage will just have to be enough. At the end of 8, 2-1, San Francisco. Well, my friends, we're in the 9th. It is 2-1 San Francisco. Is leading off for the Sacramento Heat will be Tyler White, the pitcher, looking to help himself. Of course, it is 8:08 Pacific Daylight Time here in San Bruno, and I will say the Seagulls hoping to get 3 defensive gems without a Sacramento tally. If they do, and then San Francisco will have gotten out the broom in this 4-game series against the Heat here at San Bruno Park. Pizzo ready. Here comes pitch. Whitey is dropped to third base. Foul ball. It's just borderline foul. Would have been a tough play to get Whitey at first had the ball somehow stayed fair. Well, 1 strike on Tyler White. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 to up. It'll be White, Fitzgerald, and Nelson. 2, 3, and 4 to up for Sacramento here in the 9th inning. Pizzo is ready. Here comes the pitch. It's fouled off, so it's no balls and 2 strikes on the Sacramento pitcher. We'll see. I mean, Sacramento is 3 outs away from defeat, but 1 tally, at least 1, will give Sacramento reason to believe here. Here's Pizzo shaking off 1. Now he gets what he likes. Comes the 2-strike pitch to Whitey. It is inside low, ball 1. So like I said, my next gig will take place tomorrow night right here at San Bruno Park at 6:35 when the Seagulls play host to the California Bees. You be there. 1-2. Ooh, that was close. I thought the latest offering was in there, but I guess sometimes that works out that way. Sometimes life treats you that way oftentimes. Here's a stretch by Pizzo. 2-2 to Whitey. Swinging a foul, so we'll do it again. All I gotta say, yeah, sometimes life is not fair. I once heard a man from an alcohol rehabilitation organization say, if life was fair, he would be dead. So still a 2-2 count on Tyler White. Yeah, Tyler White, the pitcher, looking to help himself. Here's a stretch by Pizzo. 2-2 once again. Pot foul. This is right side. Oh, give a heads up. Look out. Oh boy, ball bounces like a super ball toward the picnic tables behind the stadium. Still 2-2. Like I said, I intend to be back on the saddle tomorrow night, 6:35, when the San Francisco Seagulls play host to the California Bees. You be there for that important game on Monday. Stretch by Pizzo. 2-2 again. Inside. Oh, it hit him. My goodness, our base runner. Tying run is on base. No one said it's going to be easy. Well, life is never easy, really. It's almost like, yeah, if baseball was easy, everybody in this universe would play it. And then again, for me, as your play-by-play announcer, sportscasting, you know how hard it is? Dude, it is incredibly hard. I promise everyone out there, being a sportscaster is a calling. That's no exaggeration. Stretch the pitch to Fitzgerald. It is low and away, 1-0. So I can assure you, only one in about 6 figures worth of people in this universe obtained the calling to be a sportscaster, any sport, any level. No joke. The 1-0 pitch to Fitzgerald. It is outside, 2-0. All right, well, the Seagulls clinging to a 2-1 lead in the 9th. It's up to Pizzo to try to earn the save and get the Seagulls a much-coveted win. Here's the stretch by Pizzo. The 2-0. The runner breaks for a second. Ball throw to second. It is not in time. The latest offering was a ball, so it's Fitzgerald ahead and count 3-0. So the tying run is on second base in the person of the pitcher, Tyler White. 3 balls, no strikes, nobody out. Seagulls still need 3 outs without a Sacramento tally. Stay tuned, we'll see if it still happens. Pizzo deals inside. It's a walk, a plunk, and a walk. First and second. Tying run on second, go ahead run on first. Evan Nelson in the box. Well, it's like Mark Kavivy is going to trot out to the mound. He's going to have a conference with Pizzo. Well, all I got to say is the 9th inning, I guess Pizzo was sharp in the 6th, 7th, and 8th, and here in the 9th he appears to be faltering. Well, all I got to say is, what's the word? Well, it's getting to be twilight here in San Bruno. I guess for me it was kind of a humdinger of a commute from my homestead in Mill Valley here to San Bruno Park. I encountered some congested traffic on the Golden Gate Bridge as well as San Francisco city streets, and I encountered a delay on the BART system due to track construction. It looks like it appears it's going to be not Evan Nelson, 28 for 29. That's Jake Vujovic pinch hitting for Evan Nelson. So Jake in the box, 2 on, no outs for Sacramento here in the 9th. Pizzo delivers, strike called, 0-1 on Jake Vujovic, who's pinch hitting in place of Evan Nelson. We got 1 strike. Seagulls still need 3 outs without a tally here in the 9th. Stretch by Pizzo. He deals on bluffs. Oh, dude, you don't suppose Pizzo was bluffing. Well, this is fabulous. Connor Lane is on deck. Here comes the stretch by Pizzo. The check on second, the 1 strike pitch. Strike 2 swing, they took hack low insider and shot a blank. 0-2. All right, here's one for you. Who turned the only unassisted triple play in World Series history? Repeating, who turned the only unassisted triple play in World Series history? It's a stretch by Pizzo. Check on second, the 0-2. Low and outside, 1-2. Okay, I will just cut you some slack. It was Bill Wamsgans, who was the second baseman for the 1920 Cleveland Indians. He turned it against the then known as Brooklyn Robins. Well, I think they could have just well been the Brooklyn Dodgers. Here's a stretch by Pizzo. The check on second, the 1-2 offering. It is swinging a foul, right side out of play. Still 1-2. Alright, so we'll see. The Seagulls looking to keep their defense focused here. Tying and go-ahead runs are aboard for Sacramento. The Seagulls still need 3 outs to ice this ball game. If the Seagulls can get 3 defensive gems without a Sacramento tally, they will be in business, and they will be in sole possession of 3rd place. We're still a long ways off. Here's Pizzo into the stretch. He deals it. Oh man, that was ultra close. Where did that one miss is the burning question. 2-2 on Jake Vujovic. Yeah, come on, that was right in there. I would have called it a strike if I were you. Here's Pizzo, he's ready. Check on second. 2-2 offering. That's inside. So now the count is full. So a bad one here will juice him up. Well, all I got to say is, it's been a really intense contest. Well, if Vujovic walks here, then the Seagulls' lead will be a major danger. See if Pizzo can still retire Vujovic. Stretch. The 3-2 payoff. Scrumble, the slowly checking. This could be 2. He's going to tag. Oh, yeah. Dude. Underhand second, that's going to be an out. I guess he was kind of in sweet surrender, but the tying run is currently on 3rd. Better to first by a fielder's choice. One away, but a double play can still ice it. Tying run is just 90 feet away. So stopping on 3rd is White. Stopping on 1st is Vujovic. Here's Connor Lane in the box, so the Seagulls still need 2 outs without a score. But a base hit or a sac fly can pull the heat even. Of course, the Seagulls have never trailed in tonight's contest. Connor Lane comes up with an opportunity to maybe tie it. A drive into the alley can probably give Sacramento their first lead of the night. Sacramento has trailed for almost the entirety of tonight's contest. The stretch by Pizzo, he deals it. It's foul tip into the catcher's glove. Strike 1, so it's 0-1 on the Sacramento 3rd baseman. On defense, Connor Lane is at the hot corner. While the corner is hot when his average is not. 1 strike on Connor. The stretch by Pizzo. He kind of does a lob toss first. Dude, Pizzo, can't you put more zip on your pickoff throw? No balls, 1 strike on Connor Lane. Here's a stretch by Pizzo. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 call, and now it's Connor behind 0-2. Well, stay tuned, my friends. We'll see who wants it more at the end. Seagulls clinging to a 2-1 advantage here. Runners at the corners, 1 out, though. Sacramento can tie it with 1 swing by Connor. Here's Pizzo into the stretch. The 0-2. So bluff swing, and he did not pull the trigger. 1-2. He did not go on. So the ball is upheld on appeal. Connor still behind, this time 1-2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, if anything, Connor did not offer on that latest pitch. Here's a stretch by Pizzo. 1-2 offering. Strike 3, swinging! And Pizzo made sure that time around. 2 outs, but the tying run's still 90 feet away. So the Seagulls need to retire Brendan Yon, and this game is in the bag. 2 outs, 1st and 3rd. 1 swing by Yon can still tie it at the very least, but we'll see. The tying run on 3rd, go-ahead run on 1st. It's Vujovic on 1st, Whitey on 3rd. Here's a stretch by Pizzo. Here comes the offering to Yon. Sky left center field base hit. That will tie the whole game up as Sacramento is back from the dead. The Seagulls were 1 out away from a victory, but Jake Pizzo blows the save. Tough luck for Pizzo. Well, Dean Perez in the box. 2 on, still 2 away. Well, my friends, this has been one of those nights, one of those crazy old nights as foretold by the Eagles. Well, all I got to say is, now this is rather interesting. Dean Perez up, tying, go-ahead run on 2nd. 1st and 2nd, 2 down. Here comes the pitch to Perez. It is in there for a strike. 0-1 to count on Perez. So we will witness the bottom of the 9th regardless. Score deadlocked at 2-all. Here comes the stretch by Pizzo. Comes the 0-1 pitch. low and away, ball one. So Perez is looking to generate some more offense for Sacramento. The Heat have tied it. Let's see if Perez can untie it, particularly with Vujovic on second and Jan on first. 2 down. Here's a stretch. Comes the 1-1 pitch. Scrambled routinely back to the past mound. He has to hurry. Just a quick release first. He gets him. 2 big ones were left out there. But even so, the Heat do tie it. After 8.5, Sacramento 2, San Francisco 2. Well, my friends, we're heading to the bottom of the ninth. Deadlocked at 2-all. It's going to be Jared Bannister to look to generate the rally the Seagulls want and need. Maybe I ought to run down and grab myself a tray of rally fries. Yeah, rally fries. A tradition started by Seattle Mariners TV analyst Mike Blowers in 2007. Dude, I'd love to get some rally fries. It's up to Bannister to generate the Seagulls' offense. Here comes the pitch from the right-hander. It's low and away, 1-0. It's John Wynn coming in to pitch for Sacramento as we head to the bottom of the ninth. Score deadlocked at 2-all. Here comes the motion end pitch to Bannister as low and outside squirts away, 2-0. So it's Bannister ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. On deck is Neil Sterling. 5, 6, and 7 due up for San Francisco here in the ninth. When ready, here's the 2-0. Strike. Outside corner, 2-1. The Shed Seagulls 10-0 in games have done coverage for them on Bay Area Sports TV in 2019. Here's motion by Wynn. The 2-0. Strike 2. Oh, 2 straight pitches on the outside corner, and it's now a 2-2 count on Jared. Bannister is the Seagull first baseman. The motion by John Wynn. Here comes the 2-2 offering. It's another full count. Nice take by Bannister. So Jared and the Seagulls hoping for either base hit or ball 4 here. Either one will put the winning run on base. The motion and the 3-2 payoff. And a single right on the run to second base. Oh, it squirts past him! My goodness, give me some cheesecake! The Seagulls have the winning run aboard, courtesy of a self-inflicted wound at second base. I guess Dean Perez, well, I guess he gets to go right to the head of the class. There's going to be Tyler Jochen running at first for Bannister. All right, Let's see if Neil Sterling can hit this ball to the moon. Alright, this is up to see what Sterling does here for the Seagull offense. Winning run on first base and Jockin. Have to keep your eye on Jockin. He is capable of stealing second. Here's a stretch by Wynn. Target outside. His pitch is taken low. 1-0. Told the D. Alright, well, Tyler Jockin, the potential winning run at first base for San Francisco here in the bottom of the ninth. Deadlocked at 2-all. Stretch. Sterling's was my pitch inside. So Sterling had in the count 2-0. So Sterling hoping to generate something for San Francisco. He's looking to bunt. 2-0 pitch. He bunts it down first base on this is Razzle Dazzle, baby! Flipped first just in time. But Tyler Jockin, the winning run on second base. Sterling, what a sacrifice. That is fabulous. Let's see if Jack can send everybody home here with one swing of the bat. Tyler Jockin, the winning run on second. 1 out. Jack Thompson looking to provide the Seagulls with a jack. Here's a stretch by Wynn. Comes pitch to Thompson. Low and outside. 1-0. One swing by Jack can provide the Seagulls with a walk-off. But stay tuned. Anything can happen. Here's a stretch. The 1-0. Swings and pops it. Foul out of play left side. Strike one. So Jack is still out there. What? Did it hit something out there? Well, that's interesting. A strike and a ball on the Seagull second baseman. So as Timmy Fishvote is on deck. First winning run in scoring position, and Tyler Jockin. When ready, comes the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul, so it's 1-2 on Jack. Jack need not get too eager up there. He's got to stay focused. So 1 out. Winning run on second base for San Francisco. It's going to be the Seagulls' opportunity to shine here. It's bottom of the ninth. Runner on second, 1 out. Score deadlocked at 2-all. Here's a stretch by Wynn. 1-2 offering. It's upstairs. Nice take by Thompson, and it's an even count. 2-2. So that the Sacramento defense looks a bit nicked up out there. They can't get too. They can't gnash their teeth out there. 2-2. Oh, that's a plunk. Dude, was that deliberate? I would imagine so. Goals on the pond. You're going to hit Jack in the back. Well, that was a bit of a reckless pitch. All right, here comes Timmy Fishvote to the box. Still 1 out. As the Seagulls have the winning run on second base still. All right, see what Timmy can do here as far as getting something started for San Francisco. All right, so it's 2 on, 1 away, but the Heat looking to turn a pair. Here's a stretch by Wynn. Comes pitch to Fishvote. Swinging a pot foul out of play just behind us. Strike one. All right, well, it's 1 out. Winning run on second base. A single by Fishvote can probably plate the runner. That is Tyler Jockin, the winning run on second base. I actually meant Jockin, the runner. Comes the 1-strike pitch. Swinging a pot foul. Strike 2. Well, the last thing the Seagulls or any other faithful want to witness here is extra innings. What's on deck happens to be Jordan Williams. He will bat if Fishvote avoids the third out, or unless it's a walk-off. Stay tuned. Anything can happen. 2 strikes on Fishvote. Stretch by Wynn. Comes the check on second. The 0-2. The swing and a foul. What a way for Fishvote to stay alive. All right, this is getting interesting. It's a close, intense contest. 2 on, 1 out. Seagulls would like to witness one swing by Fishvote to ice this thing once and for all. We'll see, but the Heat looking to turn a pair and force extra innings, alias free baseball. We'll see. We'll see which one it is. When ready. 0-2 once again. Fishvote outside. 1-2. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Fishville. So Jordan Williams on deck. He'll bat unless it's a double play or unless it's a walk-off. 1-2 count on Fishville. Stretch by Wynn. There's 1-2. Swing a pop-up. This is as high as the torch on the Statue of Liberty. And it's going to be infield fly. It's going to be called as it's caught anyhow on the outfield grass by the second baseman Perez for out number 2. It's going to be up to Jordan Williams to provide the Seagulls with the winner here. 2 outs. First and second for San Francisco still. Yeah, still.
Now batting number 7, Jordan Williams.
See what Jordan Williams can do as far as bringing this one home here. First and second, this time 2 away. See what Williams does here as far as generating a winning hit with the winning run in scoring position. Pitch to Williams, low. So Jordan has to be patient up there. He's got a count of 1-0. But Basic can pick up Jockin and send everybody home. The stretch. The 1-0 to Jordan. It is in the dirt. Nice take. 2-0. So Jordan has been quite patient up there at the dish. 2 on, 2 away. This is a clutch situation, as we'll see if Jordan can provide the winner for San Francisco. Here's a stretch by the righty, that being John Wynn. The 2-0 to Jordan is lined in right field down the line. Foul! That would have been it had that ball been fair. But for now, the Heat have dodged a bullet. Two balls, 1 strike on Williams. Hitters count on Jordan. 1 swing by Jordan can ice it. Infield playing pretty deep out there. Timeout. Just as Wynn was going into a stretch. Interesting. All right, time in. Back to the program. Stretch by Wynn. Comes the 2-on offering, and a swinger line in left field is going to be a base hit. Here comes Juggy. He's going to try to score the lead at home. They have play. He scores! There it is. The dagger is in. Jordan Williams finally ices it. There it is. Seagulls win 3rd place, and the Seagulls overtake the Yuma Center Gold Sox officially for 3rd spot in the Golden State Collegiate Baseball League. As there it is, Jordan Williams, the dagger is in. The Seagulls have gotten out the broom. Seagulls win it 3-2. Well, my friends, San Francisco is now 25-14 in the league, 25-16 overall, while the seemingly hapless Sacramento Heat dropped to 10-30 in conference, 12-30 overall. The Seagulls have won 6 straight. The Heat have lost 5 straight. Well, my friends, San Francisco could be making a surge going into the postseason. And like I said, I will be back on the saddle tomorrow night when San Francisco plays the California Bees tomorrow night at 6:35 right here at San Bruno Ballpark. You be back here for that important game 1 Earth cycle from now. Until then, I am your announcer, Dion, reminding you, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Once again, final score, Seagulls 3, Heat 2. For Bay Area Sports TV, I am your announcer, Dion, and as foretold by Jack Buck and his son, Joe Buck, I will see you tomorrow night.